comfortable in that position. I've gone 5 rounds a couple times, but I'm very accustomed to 1-round fights myself too. 10 of those have finished in the first round, and this will be my 11th.
Well, I have 15 first round finishes compared to your 10, just for the record there, Lukey boy. And I'll make it 16 just to use your line.
Anybody in the UFC?
Listen, mate, I was beating people in the UFC when you were out there,
Or any of those
working as a scriptogram or whatever it was you used to do.
That's my point. None of those are from somebody in the UFC.
Okay. Okay, guys. In fact, yes, many of them were in the UFC, just to answer your question. I've never been finished in 1 round in my life, and when I beat you, I don't want you to have the excuse saying, oh, I was going all out in the first round to finish you because I wanted to win this bet. You know, obviously, if you look at me and you look at Luke, you can clearly see that Luke needs the money. I dress in the fighter's clothes. Luke, you know, you're supposed to wear a suit here. It's a press conference. I believe you get paid on this round. Incidentally, I get paid 4 or 5 times more than you. There's a reason why that is. And perhaps I'll donate you some money. You can buy yourself a suit when I kick your ass on November 8th.
I respect the confidence you have, but you have no idea what's about to happen. You know, it's funny. It's actually hilarious.
Funny. So there's a little tag team. For those die-hard MMA fans, there was an event in San Jose recently, and Luke Rockhold and another San Jose native, come Lee, we're both up on the stage, you know, giving a little back and forth, a little tag team, a little circus act, looking like a pair of douchebags, saying, oh yeah, you're going to beat him, I'm going to beat him, you're going to beat him, ooh, let's all beat him. But 50% of that duo, Kung Lee, that ended with him having 3 broken ribs, a broken jaw, a broken nose, and a fractured orbital bone. Okay, so if you think you've got pitter-patter punches, I don't know if Kung Lee's checked out of the hospital yet, but if he has, or when he does, maybe you can go and see him and talk about those pitter-patter punches.
Started a long way back when you said something about you were the unofficial Strikeforce champion. Something happened in training.
Yes.
Just tell everyone exactly what you thought happened, and Luke, I'd like you to respond if you can to me, please.
Okay, so here's what happened. I was training for a fight and Luke came down, and it was very nice of him, very gracious, he came down to help, and we had a sparring session. And I thanked him for that, and you know, as I say, it was great. After that, I was on a TV show, can't remember the name of it, and it was an MMA show, and they were asking, and they said, oh, I heard you were sparring with Luke Rockhold recently. And they said, how did it go? And me, you know, being the type of guy I am, I'm always having a laugh and being sarcastic, you know, just being a little, I said, listen, let's put it like this. I'm now the unofficial Strikeforce champion. And then I laughed and I immediately apologised and I said, listen, Luke, if you watch it, I'm sorry, I'm only kidding. Having a laugh, okay? And this guy just cannot get over it, okay? It's called a joke, Luke, okay? Simmer down, get over it, you're getting on like a little prepubescent 12-year-old, okay? I don't know if it's the time of the month, whether it was then or it is now. It was a joke. But, for the record, I kicked his ass in the first round, I kicked his ass in the 3rd round. I was wearing sparring gloves, and he was wearing the full correct 4-ounce MMA gloves. He knows it, I know it, and on November the 8th, the world is going to know it. It never is. There is no easy fights in the UFC, but come November the 8th, in fact, today I would beat him in a fight, and November the 8th I certainly will. And then we'll start talking about title shots. Well, of course, you know, as a fighter you need confidence, and rightly so. You know, and a lot of people, I'm sure we've heard this before, there's a pattern for me with, oh, I'm going to beat Michael Bisping, I'm going to make a fool out of him, I'm going to finish him in 1 round. And then it doesn't really happen, it doesn't go that way. I'm pretty sure your boyfriend said that. And, you know, it didn't end well for him. You don't like me, that's great. I don't like you either. I certainly don't like guys that go out and molest tigers while they're heavily under the effect of, you know, tranquilizers, you know. We all saw what you were doing to that tiger in the zoo, you know. There's a word for that where I come from, and that's a nonce. Mate, bring it. I'm looking forward to it. The fans are going to get what they're going to pay. The fans are going to get what they're paying for. They want to see a great fight. I respect you. You know, you as a fighter, I'm expecting a tough fight. Will you finish me in the 1st round? No. Will you finish me at all? No. Will you be victorious? No, you won't. But everybody's going to get to see a great fight, and that's all I care about. You know, the UFC is here to put on great fights, and this will be a good show. So Rockhold's in a lot of trouble. He's underestimating me. I'm not underestimating him. I know he's a tough opponent. I know he's a tough fight. He's got legit skills. He's got good power. He's great on the ground. He's got decent wrestling, and he comes from a good camp. That spells a tough fight, you know. He alternatively thinks he's going to walk right through me, and the guy is delusional. He's crazy, you know. And on top of that, he doesn't like me. You know, we can clearly see he doesn't like me. I get under his.
We could not like you.
I know, right?
Charismatic guy.
I get under his skin big time, and I tell you what, I get such a kick out of it because I just know his blood is boiling, and I love it. You must have seen me. I was sat there grinning from ear to ear like a Cheshire cat the whole time because he's so pissed off. He's not smiling. I'm loving this. It's great. I can't wait. And of course, the icing on the cake is that I get to punch him in the face when it's all done. Boy, I'll fucking knock you out. Take one step.
You ever knocked out?
Your boy last weekend, you fucking prick.
You call that a fucking knockout?
Yeah, yeah. Look at you, you're pathetic. Control yourself, boy. Control yourself, boy. Who have you knocked out? Who the fuck have you knocked out? Nobody. Who have you knocked out? Who have you knocked out? Who have you knocked out? Tell me your name. Tell me your fucking name. Who have you knocked? You can't tell me your name. That was a body kick. You didn't knock him out.
I knocked out plenty of people in Strikeforce.
Give me a name. Give me a name. You haven't got a name. You haven't got a name.
I just knocked him out. It's a body kick. It's not a knockout.
It wasn't a knockout, you prick.
I've knocked down many guys. How many guys have you actually knocked to the floor?
Plenty.
What?
Many.
Never seen it.
Fucking your boyfriend probably went flying across the room from a knee 2 weeks ago. You were there ringside. You saw it very well.
I saw it and I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, well, you weren't impressed. Who cares if you were impressed or not? Who cares if you were impressed? No one cares if you were impressed or not, Luke. All that's going to matter is that I'm going to beat you on November 8th. Okay? Get ready, pal. It's coming.